All right, we are back. Hopefully, perfectly. I made sure everything is where it should be. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't think it was the camera that caused that. I think it must have been something else. I don't know. Everything's hooked up correctly.
Using adrenaline shot now.
We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna continue this one. As you can see, people are battling out, and we want to see what's going on with those battles. So, we did lose a few players. 56 out of 91 now. And we're going to get into more toward the middle of the game as we speak. Let's kind of go over maybe some teams that are overlapped, and we'll figure that out. So here's Team 3 anyway, BEG. They've taken the docks. Team 5 might be close to an enemy. Not sure. Let's see. So they are helicoptering, if I can see that correctly. Yes, they are. They're helicoptering out and away from any enemies, as far as we can tell. Team 14 on their left, a little bit in the distance there. Alright, so we got good separation. Team 25, they still might be going after Team 17, unless they're just passing them by, saying hello and goodbye. This is the helicopter. A little late with the flares, and that helicopter is not looking too good. And they're going to dip down now. Team 6 is going to be in front of them, and they're heading toward Miguel's area. That's DDS right there. Death dealers. So Miguel for Savage. Let's see if you can get some pokes at them. First goes up and away. It looks like they're heading more toward middle zone and maybe to the cliff tops in this area. Team 9 next to another. Let's take a look at that. VIP. Ton of players up there, but Team 11, there they are. Royal Esports, Eli, and I can't tell the rest, but they have other players. Is that one player like... Okay, he was with them, but he was just up there for some reason. Looks like BEG was taking shots. Here's Striker. He has a sniper. CBK's on the below there. Joker. Joe. Royale as well. Helicopter's not too good anymore, but they're going to continue to try to take it. Nope, they decide off of it and blow it up as well. So Joker is not going to be able to use that anymore. Joker is knocked, actually, I should say. Joe is the one rotating to the right. CBK goes away. Joker is still knocked over here. Let's see what they do as they rotate it around. There's Joe on this side. He might come around to flank. Extra shots back here for Team 15, Infinite Esports. Mr. Silvers drops down. Royale is trying to hop, skip, and jump away. Takes a lot of damage from both players. Shots there, gets knocked and could not use it quick enough. And out he goes as well. Viper with the thirst. PEG cuts closer and closer. They've got Warehouse now. Shots fired on multiple players. Shots from on the killed the goat. Still shots on him. Amigo's on top of the roof. That can help out a lot.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Tony shooting up toward BEG. Goes in the prone position to hide away. Amigo cuts down as well. Not going to turn around to say hello to Infinite. Shots on Amigo. No hits, though. Infinite's opting to get up there in the sky, see if they can drop down on them. Viper drops down on top of the bridge. Can he get some nice hill shots here? Possibly. Kill to go, gets knocked down. You still have one player here, Juan, who's trying to hide it out, hoping not to get spotted. And Amigo is knocked on this side, so he will not get picked up unless you have Juan cut around all the way. Extra player here, third party. He's going out a little late, especially when BEG's already pretty much out of this battle. You have here Ahmed trying to survive against them, and that's just too much to ask for in that scenario. Gets taken down. Amigo still knocked. Juan's still hiding it out under the bridge, hoping for that to work. Team 24. They're definitely high. Oh, I thought there weren't any enemies. I don't see.
Safe zone is collapsing.
What am I hearing?
Your teammate has been killed.
What?
Get the
There's
dog
no
tag
one
and
here.
help them
I
return
think
to the
that's.
battle.
I think I was hearing stuff that was going on across the map.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them
I
return
think
to the battle.
there's extra shots here, and yeah, I think I was hearing what was going on over there. That was very confusing. But you know.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Wait, there's somebody close. There's a player on team 3, but I don't see the tag anywhere around. There's one player in a helicopter. 6 threat from our D team 24 slot. Team 8 is there. It looks like the helicopter blows up, and his threat is backing away. CBK in the gas station. Infinite Esports has done very well so far in this matchup. Looks like Threat has gotten here as well, just on the other side of the bridge. Infinite's not paying attention to this though, as he wants to heal at the same time. So it's very similar. I was going to say it was very similar to the zone of last match, but now it has changed back over. It is obviously going to be outside of the river onto mainland, away from the island as well. BK, Brass Knuckles is here. Abel, Lucha.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle. The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Basic gets to the rooftop. They're rotating around BK right now. Do they know they're in there? Yes, they do. BK, Abel was not even looking in the right direction. Gets knocked down. Mucha's on the second floor. Are they going to hear him? They should have heard him. He throws down a trap so he can use that to his advantage. He is going to have to use that because, well, odds are stacked against Mucha right now. Philly Esports seems to be pushing up. They might have thrown some sort of throwable into the room. Nothing in there, though. Team 11 also taking a helicopter, getting here. Royale Esports. And pushes them away on the helicopter.
Enemy vehicle's nearly done for.
Helicopter is smoking up a bit. Does not get taken down, though. Looks like they're going to say, forget about Mucha. We're going to move on. And so will we. Cross the river into the next new zone. There should be some shooting going on. Looks like Report has lost 2 of his teammates.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Stunt drops down, shooting at Report. War Machine comes in too clutch there.
Skill chip ready for upgrade. The safe zone
For the
is
thirst
collapsing.
there as well. Mr.
Your teammate
Silvers
has been killed.
in the
Get
crates
dog
area.
tags and help them return to the battle.
Shoots over at Report, does not get the hits he's looking for.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
DDS. Death Dealers on the left side. Rotating all the way around. Mr. Silvers gets taken down. Report with the War Machine. Heading over to DDS. They're still here, holding up the other area. We're going all the way back to the other side. Affiliate Esports Coconut gets knocked. Persephone stays alive just a little bit as she needs to heal up. Looks like shots from Basic and Smoke causing the most damage. Coconut is still knocked. Persephone gets back up to 100% health. Smoke's on the right there. Shots fired. Can Persephone get this win? Blue zone's affecting her as well as he goes around to the right. Shot still at Smoke, trying to drop shot and move along at the same time. Persephone gets knocked in the corner there. Did not think that was going to happen. Sweet Tea gets taken down as well. Affiliate Esports gets the squad wipe. Shots from Report as he drops to the roof atop as well. Getting the work done. Feeling esports on the bottom there. Talent on the bottom as well. Report on top by the roof. Team 24 and Team 14, I mean. Able is
The
on
last
top.
revived
With
flight will
BK.
arrive in 1 minute.
Report goes for the thirst there. Using the War Machine first. Man, that use of War Machine's a bit excessive, if you ask me. Smoke on the bottom here. It's going to rotate back into the next zone. Royal Esports, CBK. Delusion's right there. He's gonna get shot. No way. He's not shooting. He might be AFK. Delusion's right next to Eli. Does he not notice him? He still doesn't notice him. And he's gonna rotate away.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Oh, Joe. Joe's waiting for someone to creep in. Unless he's AFK as well. Shots on Delusion. He's knocked out. This is not good for CBK. Oh, he's moving now, so he is alive. He's gonna get shot at badly by multiple players, but he wins it with Eli. But can he get it again? Too many players around. Joe has definitely does not have the upper hand on this one. Can he though? With the extra knock here would help his cause. He gets healed up, which is good. Trying to shoot with the shotgun. Both players are. Who's gonna win the shotgun battle? It will be, I believe that is Hanzo there for Royal. RD with Team 24. Report jumps down. Trying to hit 6th threat. Gets threat down. Looks like Talent's up here as well. Trying to rotate to get some extra shots. Neo gets knocked down quickly.
Down to the last 5 teams.
Jobby on the right there, getting shot by multiple angles. Rotating all around, gets knocked down by both players as they pinched him behind the rock. Heading over now back to Royal. They smoke up their area, trying to use that for coverage. Team 17, Slaughter Gang. Chilling on this side. AE smoke. Definitely a hidden spot. That's going to be hard to figure out. So we got 4 teams left. So it's going to be good. I think everyone's trying to figure out how to get in next zone. Nobody quite has it.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Looks like Slaughter Gang goes up into the air. We'll see if the shots that Ginger was trying to take on, maybe Slaughter Gang will come push this. It does seem like Slaughter Gang's trying to get information by being up in the air. Mr. Clean drops down, trying to take shots. Maybe a Talent. Got a few hits, I think, but that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. We're gonna hit to the right here. Hanzo with X-Ray Bug. Edgar's on the right. Shots from Hanzo as he's trying to hit Bot. Bot gets the win
Only
there.
2 teams left. Getting close to victory.
Slaughter Gang seems to have the upper hand in the zone. I'm not even sure where the remaining players are. Where is they in? Oh, he's in the air. Report is trying to drop down. He's got a lot of problems here, though, as the multiple players. He took some shots, a bit dangerous of a move there. Edgar going for the shots. Report is going to get hit from multiple angles, and Bot gets the win. Slaughter Gang takes match number 2. Hopefully, we'll get the results this time around. But yeah, great work from, I believe, what was that? Slaughter Gang, right? First place. We'll see how many kills they got. And hopefully, don't skip through the results, please. Not again. Not again. Great. All right, let's take a look at everybody's results. Perfect. We got it. No glitch involved. Edgar, Bot, Mr. Clean, and Lynx. Nicely done. 6 kills for Edgar, 7 for Lynx, 3 and 2 for Bot and Mr. Clean. Team total of, that is 11, 18. So double digits for sure. First place, that's going to give them a ton of points. Probably put them near first place if they don't have it right now. Then we're going to look at Report with 10 kills. Well done. Talent with 1. King Gamer and CBK Flex comes in with 0. Team total of 11. And then you got Royal with 3rd place. 3 for Hanzo. 2 for X-Ray. 1 for Eli. A team total. Let me just close that. A team total of 6. Yes, team total of 6. Affiliate Esports, 3, 4, 5, 6 kills. RD comes in with 4 for Neo. Team total 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 9 o'clock right now, so we'll probably start in, I'm going to go with 9:05. We don't need a lot of time. DDS with 0. CBK with 5. NYX with 6 for Gora. Well done. Knuckles as well with 5. So that's a team total of 13. Well done. BK with 4 for Xeno. Team total of 4, 5, 6, 7. Affiliate Esports with 3. Savage with 4. Elementals with 6. Infinite comes in with 6 from Viper alone, a team total of 11. Hitmark and his squad comes in with 0 kills. BEG with 1 kill. VIP with 3 for Astapes, and that's their team total. LDX with 1 kill. TT comes in with 3 kills. BK with 0. LG Labyrinth Gaming with 1 kill. D4 with 1 kill from Mama. I'm going to go with Dragon. I think this is Sleeping Dragons with 2 for Nate Fury, and then VIP with 3. Let me take these screenshots so I at least got something. And then we'll move on to the next match. All right, got all of them. Let me take a look at Discord. See if you guys need anything changed here. Okay. It's got 820 back in, Auto 20 Gaming. All right. Alright, sorry for the silence. I'm trying to make sure everything's good. I think we're going to be good to go soon. Just wanted to get that done. It's Alex, not Flex. Oh, I thought I saw it's an F. Alright, I'll call you Alex from now on. I'll remember that. And, let's see here. We still got 1 minute before we begin. Sorry for the silence. I mean, I'm trying to, things have not been organized today. I'm definitely going to do a better job next time. I can see some things I want to change when it comes to the way I organize this scrim. But, yeah, I've been doing this for quite a bit now. I haven't had any issues in the past like this. But anytime, like, issues come up that happen like this, you want to make sure you snuff them out. So, we'll definitely make some changes going forward. Right now, we're just going to continue doing it this way.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start.
Alright, so here's match number 3. We're halfway through. I don't know who's winning. I guess, you know, Slaughter Gang, obviously. Report Squad is possibly up there as well, with a lot of kills there in that last game in particular. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know what exactly the outlook, the results for match number 1 were. So I'd love to get all those results and pile them together. But right now, it looks like Slaughter Gang's doing pretty well, as they got first place with the most kills in that particular match. Again, match number 3, who do you guys think is going to take this one? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Affiliate Esports GGV. That is the team I think is going to win this particular match. If you guys have a thought on which team you think is going to win, keep me posted.
Time for the mission. Get ready.
Alright, so they're in the plane right now. All these players ready to battle. Good luck to each and every single one of them. See where they land to. And pretty much with this plane line, you can go pretty much anywhere you want. Even to Overgrown, you can make your way over there if you'd like, all the way in the north part of the map. Our focus is to focus on the activity. So if we see teams that are overlapped, really close together, that will probably be a good place to start. Team 11 and Team 22, Team 21 seem to be closing in. Team 5 and Team 10 as well. But I think this Team 11 one is a good one to start with, Royale Esports. See, they're already on the bottom, trying to get the most loot as we speak. Team 21, let's take a look. 21 here as well, with Hit Squad with D4 as well. I don't think it's Hit Squad with Ambush, but it is D4. So they're kind of taking the warehouse while the remaining players from Royal kind of surrounded the area, looting up the different buildings. X-Ray Pug getting knocked by Ambush, who was ready for it.
Get the dog tags and help them return to the
That's a
battle.
great start for D4. Royal Esports needs to kind of counter that now that they're running a 3v4 situation. Some fakes were thrown out there. Eli, they do not fall for that. Drop shot from Braze, gets the knock on Eli, and Braze only, Baze only took a little bit of damage, half.
Help them return to the battle.
Ginger backed away. Hanzo on the left there. Let's take a look, as he's the one definitely shooting across. I think he's trying to leave as well, and that might push D4 out of that position. Maybe that can allow, I believe it was Ginger on the backside, to go for the picking up the dog tags. That could be clutch. And Hanzo, yeah, he's gonna try to take this and go. That's a good idea. While that is happening, is there any activity that I'm missing in this new zone now? Not a lot. I mean, look at all the separation. Team 13, Docks and the Island. Team 3 taking Pier, Nuketown from Team 8. So right now, not a lot of overlap. looks like this battle's still going on, so we'll focus on that. Kawasaki seems to be shooting at Hanzo. Hanzo took a lot of damage. His health is looking pretty low. He needs to heal up, hopefully, quicker than the push here. Surprisingly, Kawasaki did not realize Hanzo was in the warehouse, as far as I can see, because if he did, Hanzo would have been pushed. His health is so low, he should have known that. And yet, he's not healing. I guess he does not have meds, which is a terrible situation for him. Shots fired through the wall. So he's trying to get the hit, but Hanzo gets taken down from the backside by Kawasaki. He had no idea he rotated around.
Your teammate
Neither
has
did
been
I.
killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Yeah, so Ginger has taken the hill. I think he's waiting for his opportunity, maybe to go back to grab dog tags. I know one dog tag is only remaining. Maybe he'll go back to grab that one. Other than that, his teammates are already gone from this game.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Team 22 with Hitmark. Hitmark lost Sourberry as his teammate, and Slaughter Gang seems to be shooting at him. He's trying to hide it out. He wants to use this. He hopes to use it. He does get to. And off he goes. Looks like he's playing this one very slowly. He's going to take the top tower. He needs to heal. He's going to probably do that as soon as he possibly can. Doesn't seem like Mr. Clean or Bot are taking the same way of getting up to the top here. I would think that would be a good idea, honestly. If they knew it was just one player left. Oh, they're going to do that. So they are probably going to push him. I'm expecting them to do that right now. I'm sure Hitmarker has an idea. Hitmark has an idea that, that they're doing that. He jumps right when they got there, and he's going to continue to move away. Let's see if the distance he just traveled, is that enough for them not to get pushed? No. Slaughter Gang was right behind him. Shots fired on him, and he is knocked out. Slaughter Gang wins
to the battle. Airdrop has been delivered.
Here we go.
Ginger, I think he just got hit by a trap. And is Ginger? No, Ginger will heal up a little bit there so he doesn't get knocked down. But how is he? I thought Royale took a lot of damage. I didn't think they got the dog tags. And yet, you can see Eli's back. Ginger's back. They had, I think, another player who was farther down. Is back as well. Ginger's going to rotate out. And off he goes. Good job. I did not think Royale Esports was able to grab all those dog tags back. And it obviously happened. So, great work. Team 2, it looks like multiple helicopters.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Trying to see where those shots are. Team 22 should be close. There he is, Sourberry. So he's back into this game. Does Kawasaki realize that Sourberry's here? The shot's still on top against Eli from Ambush's perspective. And it looks like Eli's kind of hidden in the corner. Sourberry leaves. T4 didn't even know he existed there. Gonna head over to Team 5. So Affiliate Esports had Team 10 right next to them. And let's see if they drop on top of me. See, VIP. I guess a lot of Affiliate Esports players are up in the air, and they're going to head out and away from Team 10. They do not want to finish that one up. They want to get out. Where do I want to head to? I hear a lot of gunshots.
We can land here.
That's the reason Royale Esports got another knocked player.
To the battle.
Looks like here's Eli. Eli's getting shot at, I believe.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Or did he take a misfired shot there? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He is lagging, I think. Look at that back and forth. I don't know what's going on with Eli, but this is not good for him. I think he's lagging. Oh my god, I don't know if... oh my... he just jumped. I think he's rubber banding. And now he's stalled here, so I think he's just... he's out. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Eli might have had some bad reception or something wrong with the game. And they're trying to loot that box. Heading over to Team 9, VIP against Team 2. I don't hear any of this. Oh, there we go. It's like, why don't they hear anything? There we go. Phantom. with his teammates, I think, on the back, getting the knock. It looks like A20 or Auto 20 Yeet Boy shooting downward at Joe Mama, and maybe also at Aztapes. Yeet Boy hurt badly, needs to heal behind the cliff, also backing away farther and farther, hoping to get away from any of the gunshots that are going to be coming. Maybe he did. It seems like he got away. Maybe if he hid behind that rock, that would have been optimal. But I guess it's all good. The more distance he covers away, the better he seems to be at this very moment. He's trying to slide out. Team 9 might be chasing now with the jetpack. They might all land on top of him if they've noticed him running. Phantom might have noticed it. You can see Yeet Boy is now getting shot at. Took a damage, taking more damage. Comes back to take shots at Phantom, but no. Aztapes comes in with the win there. Phantom's gonna get the loot.
Jump leader.
Where do we want to go? Team 12 and Team 17, they're both at launch base.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Launch base is a big place though. It's gonna be hard. BK for the win, says NT Winter. I've always been a good host and streamer, even with those little hiccups. We will appreciate what you do, says CBK Bob. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. That means a lot to me. I always want to make it better, which is the reason why I'm trying this new scene. But there is a lot of work that needs to be done to make these even better. And I've been doing it for a while. There's always room for improvement, and this is definitely going to be one of those learning experiences for me anyway. Edgar shooting down at Sweet T. Sweet T drops down as well. Knuckles still knocked, and Edgar drops down. Doesn't go outside to see the reviving player, and instead goes after Sweet T's perspective. Gets the knock on Sweet T, well done. Rotating on the backside, Knuckles should be able to get this, gets the knock, and there it is. Sweet T goes right inside knowing that it's free to do that, and will get revived. Good work, good teamwork. Surrounding, making sure you do things efficiently. You do not want to go one by one inside that room. Instead, work your angles as well. D4. Rotating inside toward launch base now as well. NYX over there on the left. They're going to head out of here. Goulet's still here as well. I think we'd probably be better off leaving this spot with his teammates. There he goes. Looks like Team 12 is also bringing back a player.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Let's see what's going on with everyone. So here's one player, BEG. It looks like Kiki the Goat. I kept calling you Kill the Goat, but it's Kiki the Goat. Just the only one left. Juan obviously out, Striker and Amigo out as well. So obviously trying to stay alive for the whole squad to get some rank points. Affiliate Esports, Coconut, Rave, Sweet Tea, and Persephone. Obviously Affiliate Esports, GGV, Girls Gone Violent. They're continuing to get closer to zone, but they might reach Team 12 in front of them if they don't pay attention to it. There's Gora for NYX Athena. Let's see what Gora's perspective looks like as he's invisible. Let's take a view on that.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
There we go. No longer invisible for us. You just gotta change him to first-person perspective. That seems to always work in spectate mode. Now that we see you, what are you gonna do? Obviously, Team 12 has regrouped here. You can see that they all just landed on top. Persephone's right there as well. And I don't know if Persephone heard any of that. Maybe so, maybe not. It looks like Persephone's going back to Affiliate Esports teams or players in the house. Distance shots. Seems to be from VIP. There's Royal Hanzo. Hanzo's just staying prone, hoping for that grenade comes up. Hurts badly. Look at Hanzo's health just dropped pretty quickly there. Damage taken too much as he was completely annihilated by VIP behind the blue zone now. extra shots in the distance. Looks like these teams finally regroup to find each other. Knuckles is hiding at the wall, knocked. Gora is still up, trying to use the barricade for protection. Seems to be working so far. We'll see how long that can survive there. Gora's trying to get out of it, hoping for this one to work.
Will arrive in 1 minute.
Sweet Tea is knocked, and that revival might happen soon. Or unless Affiliate Esports pushes it. You can see Raves right there, Coconuts right there. X-Ray Pug gets thirsted out. So really the only player they know that isn't knocked is the one that went in this direction. And maybe they'll go for a chase. Gora has pushed back so far, not going for that revive at all. And instead seems to be taking this bike to continue moving on. VIP in that spot. Looks like is able to shoot at Gora. Gora does take a hit, but that's it. Continues to get out. Popper wheelie, why not? Oh my god, the damage Gora is taking. Surprisingly, is still good though. More shots are here somewhere. Here's Affiliate Esports T. We're gonna head over to team 20. Who are we heading toward? Here's Report and his squad. They've been doing pretty excellent with the kill count and rank combined.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Let's see how many kills they have so far. They have a lot. Report has 9 in particular. 3 for King Gamer and Alex with Talent with 3 as well. So a huge amount there, 18 in particular. And we got 23 people left.
The safe zone is collapsing.
D4.
Airdrop has been delivered. The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Shooting downward at VIP. They have the great spot here. Not only are they middle of zone, they got a high cliff too. So that's going to be hard for any team to kind of push their position. Could happen. Here we have Baze right now trying to do it for D4 against Alex in particular. He drops right back down and does not work to get out of it though. Gets knocked out. That doesn't mean it's over though. D4 has other players and they want to go after. Doesn't matter though, it seems, as Mama takes some damage, is backing away as well. More damage being inflicted. Report not letting Mama get out of there. Shots with the War Machine. Jeez, how excessive will he use that weapon? Ambush shooting across, gets hit by multiple angles, as it wasn't just Report left.
On the new jump later.
Oh, there you are. So Brass Knuckle game, Brass Knuckle, I believe this is the Kings one on team slot 13, and then we have T-Bag with Affiliate Esports. NYX Gora still alive for the squad, hoping to stay alive as well in the new zone. Actually the only player in the new zone so far,
in 1 minute.
and pretty center as well. DDS first is alive and well inside this house.
Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Looks like they're going after Brass Knuckle as Red taking a lot of damage, could not get away, as that seems to be it for them. We just saw them here a moment ago and now they're gone. Team 23 continues to get a lot of kills. No one seems to be able to stop them first inside the second floor house, but Team 10 seems to be close. I don't actually see. Oh, they're underground. So they're under this spot.
Chip terminal.
Let's see what Ginger's just chilling. Does not want to get spotted, so you can see there for Royale Esports. As we were talking about before, VIP looks like they took the underground way, and they're probably going to take the rest up in the air to get into zone. Team 3,
The safe zone is collapsing.
Kiki was getting right to that team. Maybe she was thinking to take that up as well. Gora's knocked out this time, leaving 7 teams remaining. Report is down there next to first for DDS. Death. Shots fired on top of the hill. More battles going on. This time it seems to be more between Affiliate Esports and Team 23. Mixed bag here. Gas being thrown. A lot of gas. Might have taken some damage. Look at all this way. They're really pushing them farther with all these throwables, making it really difficult. Rave gets knocked. Coconut is knocked. Sweet Tea on the right. Persephone on the left. They're still up. But can they live much longer? Sweet Tea gets knocked out. Persephone now the only one. And it looks like time will be telling here, as that is it. It looks like Alex comes in with the last player killed there for that particular squad. Team 10 VIP pushing forward, trying to get things done. Looks like they were able to take down King Gamer in front. Can they continue? Get Alex knocked as well? Yes, they do. VIP on a roll, gets another. That was a thirst. Report is still up. Talent is still up. 2v3 situation. War Machine being finally used from Report. Continues to use it. Looks like wasn't able to get out of there. Report just shooting this damn thing. God, every time. My thought process on War Machine continues to be questioned with the use of it. Now, I understand, like, my thought process I think is sound in general. But when it's used excessively like that, it's like those outliers. It's not meant to be used like that. Yes, you should be able to use it, but it's too excessive when you're using it like that. And I know it probably is more on the rules of me, but there is a deeper thought process than just ban it because it's OP.
We have a winner.
There it is. Report and Talent get the win. Well done for Team 23. I think they got second place last time in the last match, so they're looking pretty good for a point situation on this time around. But we'll see exactly how well the points go. We still got one more match. Hopefully we'll get into it. We did not freeze, did we? Don't tell me we froze again. Don't kick me out of the room. Don't kick me out of the room. Come on. No. Come on. Why? Why does it do this? All right. Have fun watching, guys. I'm gonna sub it. Gotcha. Okay. I need everybody's results for match number 3 this time. I wish I just had it all on my own. Why? Why is it so hard to get results? It's just results. All right. Let me write that to everybody on Discord, or to the registered players on Discord. Team 1 squad. There we go. Match 4 will begin at, we're gonna go with 9. We'll go with 9:35. I just want the results. Ah, come on. I don't know, then ban War Machine. Yeah, so I see a lot of chatter on Discord. We might have to do that. I mean, we usually don't have a big problem with War Machine usage. Typically, there will always be some people who use it, which is fine. I think it should be used in like a normal circumstance. I wouldn't say it should be your primary weapon though. And you know, for a player, it's not up to them to lower the amount of how much, you know, it's not on them to be quote unquote honorable. It's not the word I'm not want to use, but it's not on them to make the decision to how much is too much. It should be on the tournament organizers to say it's good or it's not good. Match 23, 9:35. So cyanide, yeah, I know. It's excessive. Yeah, we'll rethink the War Machine. It's I mean, this is probably the most excessive somebody has used it, and it is definitely Report. He is the one using it. There's without a doubt. But it's not his fault. It's on Naked to make those decisions. And I think going in the future, we're probably going to ban it. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe I want to sleep on it, and to really, rather than just do it immediately. But yeah, it's a thought process. I know a lot of people already banned the War Machine. Just kept cutting some people out who shouldn't be in the rim. And they're good. But yeah, I mean, War Machine. So the thing about War Machine, here's the whole story about War Machine, and I think a lot of you guys know, War Machine is a very powerful weapon. You're able to shoot a lot. You're able to once you make contact, it is really damaging. If you take probably 2 shots on a player directly, it'll knock them down. Maybe even 1 in certain situations. The thing why it's not banned on our side is because it is a gun that is intended to be that way. That is what it is, right? The devs made that gun that way. They wanted it to be that way. It's not like, it was intended to make a few damage and then, I don't know. Just it's intended to be very damaging, and they put it in the game for that reason, because once you go for the gun, that gun is hard to get. But once you get it, it's really good. So what should have the devs done? Honestly, they probably should what's it called? Take out the damage as much as it does. I mean, honestly, that just makes a lot of sense. I think they're thinking about it more from the multiplayer standpoint for War Machine, and they're not thinking too much about the consequences to Battle Royale. If that is the case, it might make more sense to take it out that way. That wouldn't have happened if you banned the War Machine. It takes no skill with the Axe does, while Axe dies. I mean, that argument is something to think about, for sure. I'm not disagreeing with you, Viper, there, who's in the chat for YouTube. But the process of taking out a gun that's intended to be used for what the devs wanted it to be used for, compared to the pickaxe, or the ice axe, as you're saying, is not intended to have that much damage. So, like, that has a different argument to me, but I see your point, and I take that into consideration, and it's not something I just put on the back of my head, think, forget about it. It is something I'm definitely thinking about. I think the War Machine should be banned because of that excessive use. Imagine one guy taking out an entire team in a 1v4 situation that just spamming the War Machine, says Terrell Thomas. Good point. And that's honestly the only reason why it should ever be banned, right? That is the thing, right? Not that you can take out a 1v4 situation, because you can do that with any gun, but it is the excessiveness. It is the strength of it that seems overpowering. The thing that I'm talking about for my argument, at least why we haven't banned it for now, is because that it is not a glitch. It is intended to happen that way. But it does take out that other part, that other piece that has nothing to do with glitches, and says, look, this gun doesn't take a lot of skill. It just takes a lot of, point and shoot. And if you make at least 2 pieces of contact while you rapid fire it, you're going to be good to go. So that's another argument. And I think most people make that argument. It has nothing to do with a glitch in the game. It's just, it's overpowered gun. Report said he runs 2 War Machines. That's more than a primary weapon. If he I saw him taking shots with another gun. So he has another gun outside of running 2 War Machines that he uses. As far as we saw, primarily, he wasn't using the War Machine primarily. What he was doing was he was using the War Machine whenever he got caught, or whenever he saw more than 2 people in front of him. He would start taking out the War Machine. So there. That being said, that's not an argument against or for War Machine. It has nothing with a report, in my opinion. He's just one person using it. But, like, it definitely is something I'm reconsidering based on what he's using it and how often he's using it. He's using the Overkill perk in BR. This is a tournament. Lol says Viper. No, it's not a tournament. It's a scrimmage. It's a scrimmage between 23 people and your Viper. So yeah, I mean I think it's hard to say because I still want to sleep on it. I still want to think about it. But at the other end, like I know a lot of people hate the idea of the War Machine being in scrims. And that's another argument entirely. Like if everybody in the community wants it out, should it be out? Well, you guys are the ones that make this happen. Not me, not Naked Esports. It's you guys who compete. You guys make it fun for each other. You guys are the ones that are the blood of this community. So if you guys want it to be taken out, that's definitely something that we consider. But I don't think anybody has talked about the War Machine more than this particular scrim. I think it was talked about a little bit last time, but nobody was being excessively using it. I think it's the only when people excessively use it is when we start talking about War Machine. That was today. So just think about it that way. I think the moment you ban something, the moment you take freedom out of somebody's hand. But still, 2 War Machines is just being unfair, says Terrell. Agreed. I honestly, I agree. Like having 2 War Machines is kind of nuts. It seems excessive. But it's not banned at this very moment. It's 9:35. We will begin now. I'm going to take a look at Discord and see. 16-1 kick, please. Okay. No, that's Isaac. Unless maybe there is somebody in that spot. But he's part of that team for sure. Kick 22.3 and 22.4. Let's see about that. I'm guessing agent. Got that done. All right, and I think our start time is good.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start.
All right. Viper says, I understand you, Age Crusader, still love your tournaments. I appreciate that. I know you guys, everybody who's saying things on YouTube, I 100% love it. I really want you guys, because you're emotional about it, it's not something I want you guys not to do. I want you guys to really get engaged with this. I want you guys to be active, talking about it, because your thoughts are really important in this, in my determining of what our scrimmages should look like, right? It's based on what you guys like. So everything you guys write, I appreciate. You guys are definitely not being disrespectful. Don't think that way at all. Just, you know, be open with your thoughts. Be, just try not to be disrespectful. You know, there's a limit, but obviously you guys are not reaching that limit. Definitely appreciate everybody who's saying things, not only here on the chat, what I see on YouTube, but also on Discord. I'm noticing it as well. So definitely, I'm going to be considering it more and more, especially after this scrim. But you understand, everybody, that the War Machine has not been excessively used until this very moment. And based on this excessiveness, might change the idea of what happens to War Machine. So we'll see. We'll see. But we're going to have to finish this game up too. So let's take a look at the last remaining squad game here. Team 7 seems to be in a battle. We're going to go right over there. He drops down right on top of another team, and he has no gun to show for it. Trying to hop to the next spot and get a weapon. Seems to have worked to get inside anyway. Meanwhile, it looks like Auto 20 has a player knocked down. Yeet Boy and MR702 are on the other end there. He's heading straight to the enemies there. Archer on the right, or it looks like that was actually Real Cool Guy coming in with the finishing touch on Yeet Boy. Ducati Rider in front. And it looks like the last remaining Auto 20 player is trying to loot the building backwards. So we might see that end there, but we're going to head over to Team 15 because they seem to be right on top of another team. And where are they? Yeah, they're literally on top. Shots fired on Wrecker. On Elemental's Infinite Esports seems to have tried to take that helicopter from Wrecker, but Silvers could not get those shots in time. You still have LB up there, King Gamer, Report, and Talent. They're owning that spot to themselves. Team 20 and Team 10 is our next spot.
Reloading. Cover me.
Looks like Kublai is taking shots. Already saw 6th threat. They're all right there. Punisher seems to take shots on his teammate. Up they go as well. VIP is going to land first, and who they land on top of. JB's not looking too good there, gets knocked down. Paranoid getting shot at by multiple players and absolutely hammered to a knock spot. Punisher getting hit as well, gets knocked as well. RD seems to be running the show, even though they're all packed up here. Oh, 2 of them are knocked now. Kublai was able to get some work done. Can he get for the last remaining member, it seems, at this very position? Yes, he does. Great work. It looked pretty bad. It looked kind of bleak going into it, but there you go. Kublai comes in with the win, finishing it up.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
There was overlaying, but I thought that was still a battle. But right now I'm looking around to see. Team 9 and Team 19, that might be a good spot. So there's one player. Do they not notice Jomama there? Jomas? Jomas? How do you pronounce that? Let's take a look. If I can get out of here. I am stuck here. That is... Here we go. I'm going to go with Jomas. Either one or the other. But he has teammates still alive. Or he did. I guess maybe not anymore. One teammate's being brought back from the dog tag back into the game.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Team 8 and Team 7.
Your teammate is on the revived flight.
Looks like helicopters are going for the upgrades and the new drops. Team 7 is right over there, but it looks like they're not going after. They have 2 people, so even if they do hear them, I think they want to play this safer. Archer and Real Cool Guy.
Using bandages now.
Rolls up there. Looks like Mischief notices them, throws something up, hoping to get contact with that. Just prevented that from happening by hitting the wall. Let's see, are they going to drop down on them?
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Shots on the helicopter, but it looks like Zach is able to get out. Heading over to one player here. Getting shot in the back. Got hit a few times there. Looking pretty bad there. Gets knocked out pretty much by every single player from Royale Esports. Zero Mischief and LOA Zach Wilder on the left of Team 19. They seem to be taking the helicopter. He wanted to grab the dog tag, but this is a big ask because the helicopter blows up in midair.
Your teammate has
Gets
been
one
killed.
player out.
Get
Zach
the dog
Wilder's the
tag
only
and help
one
them
trying to
return
hold his own. Gets Hanzo. Shouldn't be continuing the shots on the right. Instead, should have tried to shoot at Eli.
Your teammate has been
He
killed.
gets knocked from
Get the
him.
dog tags and help them return to
He
the
wanted to
battle.
go for the thirst, get a kill for Hanzo's perspective, but that wouldn't have made much of a difference. Yes, you get one kill point technically, but that doesn't help in the big scheme of things. Got to change it up. Look at the other players and start shooting. Team 5 and Team
Airdrop has been
14.
delivered.
Engaging the enemy.
Basic. Well done. Or that might have been his
Cover me.
teammate.
Using first aid kit now.
Uh-oh. Persephone
Enemy eliminated.
Persephone was knocked. So Affiliate Esports definitely still has another player. GTV still has another player. I don't know where, though. It's somewhere on this map. There's kill shot for BK. Brass Knuckle. He's heading more toward middle zone. Team 8 and Team 10 are right next to each other. We'll take a look at that. He has a helicopter right on top of CBK.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Paranoid is running low on that helicopter use. And CBK doesn't seem to be taking a lot of shots here. Finally, they hop down out of the helicopters to take some shots and see if they get the hits. Not a lot of hits there as he tried to get them through. I think Paranoid, yes, he got hit by a trap. And he's going to try to heal as he goes. Another grenade thrown. Does that hurt? Might have hurt a little bit, but he's still up. Punisher going after Bob. Gets knocked down thanks to Punisher. Shots on Punisher as he tries to get away. Does in the nick of time. And got taken down by the Trap Master. Bad timing there for him, as he gets overrun by the blue zone as well. Joker seems to be pushing forward. Probably going to go for the thirst here. Yes, he
Your
will.
teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Paranoid knocked. Can Kublai get the revive first? They are in the blue zone. Both CBKs in the blue zone as well.
Airdrop is coming.
Heading over to Team 6 is our next spot. Your VIP not sorry. Looks like Ass Taps is going over there. Or Ass Tapes, I guess. Sorry is invisible. Let's change that. Trying to snipe him out.
Your teammate has been killed.
I think he just did.
Engaging the enemy.
Yes, he did. On Relish. Got the knock there.
Jump leader.
Navi's invisible to us as well, but he's not invisible to everybody else in game. Relish is still knocked.
The
Char
revived
rotates
flight
all
will
the way
arrive in
around.
1 minute.
I'm the new jump
Got a
leader.
lot of good shots here against Navi. I can't even see him. He's still knocked. I mean, he's still invisible to me. But let's see if we can fix that. He has not a lot of health. Drop shot.
Changing mag.
Gets his health back up. Trying to shoot under. Just wants to get the hits. He does not want to peek too much. That's the reason why he did that. Char's right there in the corner. Knows it. He gets it.
Return to the battle.
Goes for the more. No, he's going for the thirst. Don't do that. His health is 25%. Can he survive much longer? Gets out of that. He's going to bring him back in this time. No, he does not do that in
Your
time.
teammate is on the revived flight.
Taken down. Exo, thank you for joining. Buzz Beast is bruh.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
The enemy.
Goes to the thirst on him. Heading up top. Juan to bot.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Oh, he came up. I didn't even notice. Hanzo's down because of it. Gets thirsted. Our enemy's going to be
Help them
creeping
return
up
to the
as
battle.
well. I don't see them doing that at the very moment. They're all the way on the other end of this zip line, just trying to creep into new zone. A lot of shots working on the edge of the blue zone, which is closing at this very moment.
Your teammate has been killed.
Reloading.
Get the
Cover
dog
me.
tags and help them return to the battle.
Not sure if he has
The
another
revived
teammate.
flight will arrive in 1
DDS
minute.
first is on the left in the house. The blue zone's definitely affecting everyone here. You can see Ambush is pushing. He wants to get the loot, I think. I don't think he realized that DDS first is right there. You might have noticed his little movement there. Heading over to Team 5 is next. Juan's in trouble. There's a lot of enemies in front of him. He's trying to get all of them, apparently. He's able to bring back a teammate, which is great.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully. Your teammate will return to the battle when the next revive flight arrives.
I've been hit.
Got hit once.
Engaging the enemy.
Blinded, and we're...
Cover me.
He's somehow still alive.
here.
Nope, he gets knocked.
Down.
Technically alive, and now he's dead. As he brought back his teammate, though, so he still has his teammate to come back and be reborn in this game. But Team 5 still looks like he is up in the air. There he is. Getting shot right now. He doesn't have anything to his name, as he's just been reborn. Gonna grab some loot right here. But obviously, those people who are dropping in, they're going to drop right on that rooftop. And Z-Back's going to get shot. There's no way he's going to survive this. Gets knocked out. Well done for NYX Athena.
Half of the teams are eliminated.
Failing Esports Basic getting to the Circus. Circus is middle zone, so that's going to be great for him. BEG. Striker has a house. Amigo seems to be heading to the Circus right now. Royale Esports on top of the cliff tops. Has a teammate on the bottom as well. Looking all around, I don't see much other activity, at least at this very moment. It looks like a lot of separation still. The river has been included in this zone for the last few matches. It's been a very decisive factor. A lot of teams had to think about which side they wanted to take before the zone started closing again. Amigo getting hit hard. He tried to drive off into the distance, into the sunset. That just did not work that way. So what do we have left? Striker, who's holding the house, hoping to hold this spot for his own. Not sure if he's going to have this much longer. He's definitely trying to hide, and I don't know if they'll realize that he's here or not. So far, it's working. As far as I can tell, his movements might push them to come push at the same time. You can see one player in the bottom, two on top on the roof. The gas is actually hurting him, even though it wasn't on his floor. And he's going to get shot badly. Royale Esports comes in strong. NYX Athena, we saw a squad wipe from them before. They're still on top, or they breached the top of the cliff. And they might come down against Royal. Yes, they do. So here they come. On the chase they go. Eli goes into the first floor. Shots fired on both players. Now Ginger's there. Looks like Ginger gets knocked out. Can we continue on with it? Yes, way to survive. Eli trying to hold this one up, but can he? He's trying to get this knock. He can't get it working. He seemed to have had an angle where he's like, how come I can't get this working? But the top was in his way. I don't know what was going on. He was on top of him as well. That was just weird to watch. But this battle, this is the third battle here now. If T4 comes in to shoot at NYX, there's a lot of activity here at this one building. Sweet Tia, or somebody got hit by a trap. Kulai seems to be the one that got hit by it. Kulai. He's able to heal back to 100%. Well done. He's going down. He's not afraid to run action, but he should have been as he gets taken down. Gora is still on the team here, but is trying to fight against CBK Joe, it seems to me. And also Bob as well. Sweet Tea's on top of the water tower. That could be a great angle to get Baze maybe or Mama. But Athena or NYX Athena has these two players trying to do the rest. It's gonna be tough for them though. Having two players left is not an easy. Actually, there should be three. Actually, you see a third on the mini map. I just can't tell where though.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Almost right there. Right behind him. Doesn't have nice work from Sweet Tea. Really coming in as a distracting factor, preventing Gora from getting a shot first.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Right on the stairs. Who wins that one? Sweet Tea gets the win against Baze. CBK still has a circus tent. Basics there as well. I'm not sure exactly where in this area. But it looks like he's looking around from the outside. Goes inside. There's so many players to CBK here. And Basic is going to take these shots. Dang, says Buzz B. Shots on top as well. This report is trying to hang in there. It looks like something happened where both of them got knocked. NYX Athena comes in from the top. Looks like another one's on top as well. Here's Talent. Knuckles not getting shot much there. And yet was able to hang around with Talent on top. Looks like Knuckles is getting shot from another position, I thought. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe Talent was the one that got it. Talent definitely got the thirst in play for that. And now we have these last remaining teams. 4 teams total. Basic has been hiding it out. He's been alone for a while. That's exactly what you need to do in those scenarios. It's a tough gig to try to get rank points by yourself, though. We got NYX with Sweet Tea and Gora. They're hanging behind the wall. And there should be one other team. Yep, Ambush.
Chip
Trying
terminal
to hang
is
by the
almost
tank.
ready.
Maybe he can get into the tank and use it. They just got to add that.
Only 2 teams left. Getting
Court
close to
actually
victory.
pushed over and got for the last player here. I think it was Hit. I actually don't know who exactly it was, but one other player.
The safe zone
2
is
teams
collapsing.
left, Sweet Tea and Gora. They only have the wall for their own cover. The blue zone's starting to close. Shots on the back. First shots from them. They were able to get first hits, but Gora gets knocked first. And Talent's knocked as well, but that doesn't matter. The War Machine at the end. Kind of like the crux of everything we've been talking about. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to make like an immediate decision about War Machine. I know like that kind of activity really puts a damper on the whole thing, and I totally understand it. Like using War Machine just to like finish it up too when you have advantage. You don't really even need to use it. Like, there's a lot I want to say, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna move and get these results. Report with a huge 14, King Gamer with 9, Talent with 9, 2 for Alex as well. That's a huge team total of, what is that? That is 34. A huge kill count of 34. NYX comes in with 5 for Gora, 2 for Kule, 3 for Knuckles, and 2 for Sweet Tea. A team total of 12. Well done. D4 comes in with 3 for Ambush, 3 for Mama, 1 for Kawasaki. A team total of 7. Affiliate Esports, 3 for Basic, team total of 3, 4, 5. CBK with 3. Slaughter Gang with 2 for Bot, team total of 2, 3, 4, 5. DDS comes in with 2 kills for Char. BK with 0. Royale Esports with 4 for Eli, 3 for X-Ray. Well done, both of you. And that's a team total of 8. LG comes in with 4 for Real Cool Guy, team total of 6. Elementals with 4 total kills. BEG with 3 for Juan, team total of 6. VIP with 7. Affiliate Esports with 1. And then I have no idea what this team is, but Satan and his squad with 0. VIP with 4. BK with 0. LOA with 3. Hitmark and Sourberry working together with 0. Infinite with 4. We have TT coming in with 2 kills. Nate Fury and Sleepy each getting 1. RD with 4. 8. Auto 20 with 2. And last but not least, Savage comes in with 0. So let me take these screenshots. So we got 2 of the 4 results too. There's a lot of a lot of things to talk about in this scrim, and I would love to continue talking about it if you guys want to listen. And then we'll call it. But that is it for scrims tonight. If you did enjoy, make sure to join our Discord to sign up for next week. I'll be opening up registration next week right when I'm done streaming, so you guys can do that when the time comes. Let me take a look. I can understand that's how it was meant to be used, but I think that they should raise grenade damage then, because I feel like grenades do more damage in MP than BR. It's an interesting mark about that as well. So if I was a dev, I would, in my opinion, if I was a dev, I would have certain things work in MP multiplayer, and then certain things work in BR. I would not have it always equal on both sides, right? I would make it where, you know, if something doesn't make sense in BR, even though it makes sense in multiplayer, make the changes in BR, keep the same things going on in multiplayer. So, should they raise grenade? Like, that argument is not. I would say I would make a change in grenades based on because multiplayer is doing that, so BR should do it. But it's certainly an idea that I think most people have. Yeah, in BR, grenades is useless. Though, rather use a Nova gas. Gas is crazy in this game, I think. Gas creates a lot of damage. Grenades is true. It doesn't create a lot of damage in this game. It should. So I think they should raise grenade damage myself. Based on what I just see from other players, I see some grenades that are perfectly placed, and yet they don't cause a lot of damage. So, yeah, I think the gas is really overpowering. Keep it or lower it, but I'm more on the side for the gas to keep it. Right, but it isn't the War Machine just a grenade launcher at its base, yet it does that much more damage than the grenades themselves. Yeah, I wouldn't say they necessarily use the same ammo, right? Like, if you pick up grenades, you can't just put it in the slot and use it as ammunition. But I would say they should be separated. I think if you wanted to have, I think grenades should be more powerful. But no one would say War Machine should be more powerful. I don't think anyone has that opinion. So I would definitely say War Machine should be lowered and grenades should be higher. But for some reason, the devs haven't gone through that process and thought, wow, this War Machine is really powerful. I don't know why they haven't. But that's, again, something to think about. I don't know about anyone else, but that doesn't exactly make sense. If the argument is that it uses special grenades, then why not have those grenades as a counter for the War Machine? There's a bit of unbalance. Again, I'm not against having unbalance between War Machine and grenades, because grenades are harder to use, right? You actually literally have to time it. You got to throw it at the right spot. You're not having another ability to throw one right after. You can, but it's not like you can really spam it. It takes a mechanic to do that. So I think grenades, because it's harder to use, should be more powerful than the War Machine. I know you're saying because they're both grenades based, but yeah, I get what you're saying though. I want to see what 23 report does this match since his team landed on the platform. Yeah, they didn't use they did use the War Machine. They always landed on the platform as far as I knew. Could be wrong about that, but yeah, it's yeah, overall, generally, I appreciate everyone joining in and competing. It is awesome to have you guys. We're definitely thinking about what you guys want, and we go with that. Not always, because based on what seems fair to us is what we go with as well. Even if most people want it done a certain way, we'll still go with what seems fair. But overall, with the War Machine itself, the general argument is, before this scrim happened, the general argument for me was it's not a glitch. It's intended to be used that way, and we're going to keep it because that's the intent of it being used. We took out the ice pick because it's not intended to have that much damage based on its stats, and also we took out the robot skin because it makes too much audio issues for everybody else. Was intended to make it possible to hear anything. So that was always the mentality I had. And now that someone has excessively used the War Machine, that we haven't had in any other scrim yet, we had people use it, but it was always seemed normal. It always seemed like it was part of the flow of the game, at least in my eyes when I noticed things. And there was always some people who were against using War Machine, which is totally understandable. Never thought like, oh, that's just a bad idea. I just thought, okay, I'll take that into consideration, and it's part of my thought process. And I'm still doing that, but this has been a big change. I don't know why Report used it so much. Obviously, he thought it was the best gun to use, and he wanted to use it to his advantage. But there's also, just like any person playing the game, there is an idea that you should not excessively use War Machine, right? Now, the onus on putting a player to not use it excessively is not a good argument on my end, right? That's just, I had that imagination of people not using War Machine, or people not using it excessively because it's inherently a wrong thing to do, right? Now, that was just a wrong mentality I had. And I'm no longer using that kind of argument or that kind of thought process. Just want you guys to know. I want to be clear about my thought process on War Machine. I do want to hear more about you guys and what your thoughts are about War Machine. I think I got pretty much the gist of what you guys think, and pretty much I don't see any argument for keeping War Machine. Well, anyone making that argument about keeping War Machine. There's no hacking as far as I can see. It's just War Machine is just a crazy OP gun or weapon. So I'm looking at Discord as well. I see a lot. And no one's being disrespectful, as I said before. I definitely appreciate everybody, like literally everybody who is talking about War Machine and trying to get their 2 cents in, because that's what I need. I don't think anyone should blame Report for using War Machine. He was pretty much the only one using it. I won't blame Report for using it. It's part of the rules to use it, and if you can use it, you should be able to. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm just reading Discord. I don't know. I feel like there's some passive, not passive aggressive, but just like some like ideas there, and it is all good. So what I'm gonna do is close the stream, and right when I do that, I will get the new room open. I will be talking extensively about War Machine in Discord, and we'll go from there. We'll just see what happens, all right? So thank you guys for all watching. I do appreciate it. Have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe out there. And, yeah, just have a good night. See ya.